Okay, so all the cool stuff's done now for making our zombie. It's slapping around at the camera and doing all that awesome stuff that we wanted to. I'm going to add in, so if I go to my starter content particles, I'm going to add in some ambient dust. So I'm just going to stick that there. I don't want to add too much when it comes to effects, because what we're doing is we're building a loop. It's a fairly short loop. That way it looks like it's pouring at your screen and stopping and pouring at your screen pretty much forever. So if I add in things like smoke, fire and explosions in the background, then it's going to be a lot harder for us to make that look like a working loop, if you know what I mean. So, you know, drag the steam out. As you can see, the way the steam's generating, it's not going to loop properly at all. However, the particles will, so that's cool. You can kind of see them floating around. Now, if I click play, oh, what's this? Now, you may be panicking if you're doing this yourself. It's like, why aren't I seeing anything? There's a reason for that. Now, it took me a couple of minutes to remember what it is myself, so don't worry too much about it. And you're going to see me kind of ponder it and move my particles around. See if you can work out what the problem was, because I'd completely forgotten about this. Oh, it's working now, so you may think it's because I moved the particles. It isn't because I moved the particles. But never mind. Anyway, it's all working okay. I'll give you a clue. It's something to do with the viewport when I press stop. Cool though, isn't it? Anyway, we're going to need to build up some lighting, and building lighting is a snap when your level's this small. Now, remember, if you've got a slower computer, I mean, mine's got 32 gigs of very, very fast RAM, so if you've got a slow computer, it's going to make quite a lot of difference. I mean, when I was first starting to use Unreal Engine, I remember some of the builds were, you know, a couple of hours for the lighting. Anyway, I'm going to change my lighting quality to production, because we're done. I don't need to make any more adjustments, really, to my level. Lighting won't be calculated on that thing, on the zombie. I've clicked build. The reason it won't be calculated on the zombie is because lighting for the zombie is dynamic, based on its animation. Okay? So it's going to calculate the lighting for the zombie in real time. We're not building it as an executable. You really don't need to, unless you want an Unreal Engine game that's just that zombie slapping at the camera forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Right, so click play. I'm going to look baffled for a minute. Why is it doing that? I'll tell you why it's doing that, because when I start the game, and I don't know why I'd forgotten this, to be honest, when you start the game, my viewport was directly in front of the camera again, and it was blocking it. So even though I'm an invisible pawn, it was blocking the camera. And you know, it's infuriating when you can't remember these kind of things. It really is. But you know what? At least I worked it out. Anyway, we can see the light behind the zombie, kind of going on the water there. So the water has proved itself kind of useful. We've got our island with all its jaggedy bits, so that's really cool. So in the next bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create our raw zombie footage, which is very, very easy indeed. Okay, we're just going to create a quick loop, zombie footage, and you're going to record it. And once that's done, I'm going to show you how to use a piece of software to create the animated GIF itself. So get another cigar, and see you in a couple of minutes. Bye bye.